Hey guys, I'm surrounded by a lot of clothes, and this means that I want to share what I wore last month. Last month was December 2021, and although I wore, as it seems to me, it's a huge pile of clothes in front of me, and but still I think it's not that much at all because we are in winter season, so my clothes is a little bit bulky. So let's get on with it. I'll start with my shoe collection. Indeed it's a collection, I think. So because December was the beginning of December wasn't that cold, so during the month period I had to change my total outside outfit, so coats and boots, and I don't think that in during next month there will be the same, although I still keep my like lighter clothes handy because you never know. Just it's Russia. So anyways, in the beginning of December I wore these shoes, although they are considered to be winter shoes, and they have somewhat woolen inside. I don't think that they are very warm. I usually wear them when it's like +5 degrees Celsius or -5. So in this margin, and after -5, it becomes really cold in them. So, and also the style is okay, but I don't like, maybe as you know, I really prefer Chelsea style or any style without laces or zippers, because I just want to put them on and take them off like as quickly as possible. So these ones, but I have them. They are in still relatively good condition, although I just hate this situation. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's like shit happens, but anyways, they still look pretty good. Okay. During the beginning of December, the weather was really changed a lot, like constantly. So sometimes we had wet snow, sometimes we had even rain, and so I wasn't really sure that it was a good idea to go out in rain boots because it was too cold, and also honestly it was too dirty, too muddy for those like fancy shoes of mine, fancy boots. So when I every time I walked my dog out, so I used these ones, and they are okay because they were bought secondhand and they cost like $5 or so, very cheap, but and they are very warm surprisingly, and they don't get wet, but as things happens they are not very good quality. So as you see, the soles, they really, they tore in the middle, and another one is the same. So I don't think that they will last much longer. Maybe this season I'll throw them away. I don't know. So, and anyways, like starting from the middle of December, it became very cold. So I think last week it was -20, and although some might think that living in Russia we are accustomed living in cold, harsh weather, but believe me, every time we have like more than -10 degrees Celsius, it's very cold. For me, it's cold. I don't like this cold weather because I like to be outside, but it's very difficult to be outside. Even if you wear a lot of warm clothes, still freezes off like It's very uncomfortable. And -20, oh my God. The only times I was outside when I really had to go with my dog, and it was like 10-15 minutes 3 times a day and nothing more. Thank God I work from home and I don't need to commute and to wait for public transport, or that's a blessing, really. So anyways, because it was too cold, I put out my heavy duty, as you can say, winter boots. They are very warm, but they are not very new, so I'm okay going wearing them everywhere. But unfortunately, in Russia, we have this very strange problem, because social road services, they don't really like to clean the roads, so instead they prefer applying lots and lots of chemicals on the roads. So it's like salt-like chemicals. They are like small, very small white grains, and they work as they melt the snow and ice. But when they do it, they are very corrosive. They damage everything. Luckily, if you wear fake leather or like eco leather, your shoes are fine. But if you happen to wear normal, like genuine leather, oh my God, no, it's really damaging. And maybe if you see, so these scars, they really look like scars on my shoes, although I protected them with vaxes, with special sprays. But it really doesn't help, because especially if you have black boots like I do, so you will have very distinct white stains on those shoes, and well, you have to immediately wash them off. If you don't, they will enter the leather, and it will become like destructive, really destructive. In a matter of hours, you will lose like normal look of your shoes, and nothing will help you. I really hate it, and also I hate it because my dog, it damages her paws, so it's impossible to walk the same routes as I used to in autumn, for example, or in summer, because all the roads are covered with that chemical. So anyways, so now I'm wearing these ones, and I think maybe this is their last season, because they started to leak a little bit, because although I glued them, but I don't think that every I think maximum lifespan of winter shoes, winter boots in Russia, I think maybe 4 years, maybe. Even if you buy like the most expensive boots in the world, it's impossible. Even if you have a car and this car is parked right in front of your entrance, it's really impossible, because you have so much chemicals on the road, so much dirt on the road during the season. So maybe I don't think that next time I'll bother buying genuine leather, because it's too expensive and it looks awful. Although it feels nicer when you are inside wearing this kind of shoes, because they so-called breathe. But honestly, wearing these ones, and they cost $5, and this one's like $70. Yeah, so, and they are both equally warm. So if you just go outside, just don't bother buying anything expensive. Oh my God. So let's continue. So talking about outerwear, in the beginning of December, I was wearing these. I'll show it to you. Down jacket or coat. It's longer one. It's knee-long, and I don't really like down coats, down jackets, because they tend to leave this rests, this white rests on your clothes, and I don't like it. But it's relatively okay. It's warm enough. And you know what? I think it is maybe 10 years old. Can you believe it? And it started to shade its inner material very heavily. So I decided just to keep it just in case. So I stored it away, and I put it in a vacuum Ziploc plastic bag. And you know what? When I decided to just when I was decluttering, someday I decided to take it out, and I found out that it was okay to wear it, and it stopped shading that much. And I can wear it now, so it's it's a good one. So my idea is maybe if you are not sure about something, especially if this is something expensive on the expensive side, so maybe just store it away. Even I didn't wear it for maybe 3 or 4 years, but I had enough storage for it, and it was very compact, being vacuumed. So I think it was a good decision that I decided to store it and not to give it away. Anyways, I like this coat. It is very stain proof, but it's not waterproof, unfortunately. So in the beginning of the month, as I told you, it was raining a bit. It was snow rainy, like this strange weather, and so I didn't like to go to be out for a long time during that weather, and I just couldn't. But as it became and with that coat, I was wearing a scarf, and I also had my long gloves, because these parts of like arm parts or sleeve parts, they don't have they are too wide, so it's not very comfortable. And when I wear these kind of gloves, I just do something like that, and it insulates the heat. So anyways, and these I also have, I think I bought them especially for that winter coat. So anyways, so, and I have this scarf. I think it's wool. It's wool. Honestly, I don't have a tag. It's very nice. It's very soft, and I like the color. I think it suits me pretty well. So, anyway, and during the colder period, I needed a warmer coat. So here it is. I'm not going to wear anything because it will be too long. So, as you see, it's much more puffed. It has more inside. It still has more inside, and it's new. I think it is, maybe I've been wearing it for 4 seasons already, and nothing happens because I have a secret. So I don't. Although you can wash them in a washing machine with like a couple of tennis balls maybe. But I think anyways, if you do it, you will lose a lot of like air in it. Of course, you can stretch it. You can part everything that is clogged afterwards. But anyways, it's not a good idea. So what I do, I just I use my steamer. So with my steamer, I try to get rid of the most of the dirt, that like the most of the stains, and then I use a simple hair lotion. So it's like the cheapest one, I don't know, and it contains and I discovered it just by surprise, because sometimes I use hair lotions that I don't like to make my faucet shiny. I have a metal faucet to make my sink more shinier, and all this stuff, it contains silicone, and it's so it's like a shiny. It makes it look like glassy one. And I discovered it just by accident because I was using a small piece of cloth, and I washed it. Apparently, not very well. So when I decided to to wipe my winter coat with the same wet cloth, I realized that it still had some bits of hair lotion, and or hair conditioner, as you can say it. Maybe this is like different name for the same thing. So and I realized that it really made some stains disappear. So now what I do, I just put some small tiny bit of hair conditioner on wet cloth, and it shouldn't be very very conditionery, but it is easy to remove some stains from these kind of surfaces. So it is like supposed to be waterproof, but it's not really very much waterproof. Okay, so and then you just wipe it and maybe wash this cloth again and wipe it again, and after it is dry, you can store it away safely. So I don't maybe I will wash it. Apparently in the end of the season, I will have to wash it in the washing machine, because 5 seasons it's a lot without wash. But anyways, I doubt it will be the same after that. So okay, and with that stuff, when it was at home, I'm wearing this outfit. So it's as you can see, it's a small jeans dress, and just a cardigan, wool cardigan, and sometimes I also have a black dress, but I forgot it's in washing, so it's in laundry, and I just forgot about it completely. And so you have to believe me. Just I have for home wear, I have this denim dress and black dress and this cardigan. And when I go out, if I have to go out with my dog, for example, or for groceries, when it's not very cold, instead of this one, I put on this sports. How do you say it? Like, it's not a hoodie, jacket. Yes, it is very soft. It's a fleece one, but it's I like the color, but I don't really love it because it's too bright. And I think I've had it for maybe 10 years or so, and I thought about decluttering it, but I still gave it another chance, and so this winter I'm using it. And well, yes, it's much better. And then I also wear my warm leggings, so they are very thick, and they also have this fleece-like material inside. And I don't know if you are able to see it with my dog's fur. So, and yeah, so it's like my with my socks and my, of course, underwear. So, and if it's colder, instead of wearing a pink jacket, I will wear this one. It is also fleece, but it is thicker and warmer, of course. But I wear it only under something, so I don't wear it by itself. I don't wear it for fancy occasions, just, going out with my dog. And when I'm at home, when I'm filming, sometimes I also use this denim vest, and I don't really like it. It's a second-hand piece, and I've discovered that after I went home with it, I discovered these parts, they are really washed off and stained. They are yellowish white, and the color is also it has stains as well. So I wanted to discard it right away, but I just gave it another chance. I don't know. Honestly, I think about decluttering it, but maybe I will wear it. Like normally, not only for videos, but because it's really silly having something that you can't really wear normally, and only for the sake of making videos. It's like crazy thing. But when I go outside, like for real, when I meet something, when I go shopping, I always it's a very minimalistic at the moment. Like I don't know anything that can be more minimalistic. I only wear this dress. It's a cashmere wool acrylic blend. It's very warm. I really like it. It's very easy to maintain. Just put it on, take it off. So you don't have to steam it or iron it. I really like it. And yeah, I wear it with my leggings, and then I put on my down jacket. I don't have to wear any other jackets, so it's very nice. And I always, when I go outside, I always use this handbag. And this is it's a recent purchase. I bought it in the beginning of November, and so far I love it, although it cost less than $5. So it's really it's really nice. And because December is a festive season, I also had a bit of my fancy stuff. So I wore these nice trousers. They are like midi length, and they are pretty synthetic, but they are fine as like being fancy something, because I don't wear them otherwise. And I wore them with this fancy shiny silvery t-shirt. And so yeah, and also because I went to the gym, so I was wearing these leggings. These very old pair of tennis shoes, and they are disgustingly looking because they are very old, and I want to find something to replace them, but nowadays everything you have, I like them because they are like they are lightweight, and they because I tend to get very hot when I'm exercising. And so I try to find something nice, but what I see, what is in the market now, so everything, it's very thick material nowadays, and it's very hot. So I want to maybe to buy something like in a dark gray color, charcoal, not and of course with black. Black side, because in Russia, wearing white sneakers, white tennis shoes, like they turn awfully brown and gray and black like in 2 weeks. So, and also I have my my sports tee, but I just can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it is. Maybe in washing. So yeah, anyways, that is all that I wore during December, and I'll count it for you. So it's 4 pairs of shoes, one bag, so it's 5. Leggings and sports tee, it's 7. Festive duo, it's 9. My every time dress, it's 10. Two jackets, 2 fleece jackets, it's 12. 2 pairs of leggings, because I have 2 of them, it's 14. 2 warm dawn coats, winter coats, it's 16. this vest, 17, 2 home dresses, and this cardi. So it's 20 items only. And I think it is really good result. Although I had and I still have 2 winter coats, lots of shoes, lots of boots. So anyways, only 20 items. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit long one. So see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. Write in comments what do you think about my capsule wardrobe. Maybe share some of your ideas, what you usually wear. And it will be nice to hear from you. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.